The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down
at the 22-yard line.
Throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A throw out wide here, caught by Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his dirt after mud, after dirt, of water waters in the murk, after game, on site. Red free, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff, now lock. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Lock now on first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Watch out. Switch.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And now it's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Locke will try again on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Locke to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 3.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down. Right.
Darren Lee there to get him down. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
The big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
David Montgomery.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Locke. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Montgomery. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Pettis on the return. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Tim Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, Locke. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the Bears.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 34 yards there.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. That'll be taken in by Dynasty. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Open man is Myers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Locke again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly picked off. It's surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts
13 yards.
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it go again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Trubisky's pass. Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. There we go.
A final shot before half for Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Demir Bird returning it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff, now lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun. Block. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike, check, 59.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second and 11 now.
56. That's right, baby. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Trubisky will throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Trubisky
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Pettis. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Locke taking the snap at 1. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Michelle. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 7, Locke looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I got one.
On 1st down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 56.
Again, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Chicago.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
56.
Trubisky to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job. Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Trubisky's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Touchdown, Chicago! Riley Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now Trubisky. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before.
3rd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Trubisky. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Complete.
25 yards that time.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Riley Ridley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's Trubisky. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Bird now ready to return it.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll actually throw it with Locke. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Lock now on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Lock again. Open man is Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Lock. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Pats, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.